Hello, Bruce. Hello, Mechanical. You guys want to tell me how the audio is? It reset all of my volume levels. Okay. Turns out when you plug the mixer into a new USB slot, it doesn't want to remember anything. That's not the same microphone. How's that? Is that any better? I'll probably be talking at this level for most of the stream. It's been a long weekend, and I'm glad to finally have a day off. Just call in sick, Mechanical. What's the worst that could possibly happen? I did mess with the other audio levels, like the ones in the game. Voices will be hopefully as loud as me. I kind of want the music to be significantly quieter. Oh man, I hate when that happens. You really need to learn how to get promoted above that guy. Also, despite the fact this is going to be a stream, I will most likely not have chat up. I don't know what the interface for this game looks like. I'm not entirely sure how well it would blend into the backgrounds and such. And I may do this stream more like I do actual YouTube videos. You guys might not notice a difference. I notice a difference between streaming plump and YouTube plump. Five-week paid vacation. That's the dream. The most I've ever had at a job is 3 weeks. Maybe I had 4 at one when I worked for FedEx. I can't remember. It's been like 15 years. That's far too long. Oh, that's right. Aren't you in the UK? Or somewhere over there in the European states? Austria. When people say they live in a country over there, it all just blurs together into Europe for me. I wonder if that's the same way for Europeans when they hear about the United States. Like, do they only know like 2 or 3 of our biggest states? And anybody who says they're from the United States automatically gets like clumped into California or New York. I don't think they're angry about streaming this game. You just can't do it commercially. I'm not entirely sure what streaming it commercially would entail. Like maybe if you're charging people to be able to watch it. Someday they'll have the Euro states. We'll have the North American Union, the European Union, and the Chinese-Russian Union. I'd be surprised if they knew all 50 states, Bruce. it sounds bad, but I would almost hope everybody kind of has an innate feeling of superiority about where they're from. There's just something about your home area. It should stir something in you. I would be surprised by that too, X. Okay. Let's see the game. Of course, the main character is going to be called Plump. I don't know if I can rename all of the characters. If I can, I probably won't. Draconian quest settings. So we have additional options to make the game easier or more difficult, maybe? You can go to a church to remove them. That's interesting. So no fleeing. I'm definitely not gonna do that. I hate grinding. I will not be doing tons of random battles if I don't have to. Depends how easily I'm getting my ass kicked. No shopping. Not really in the mood to be a treasure hunter either, living off the land. This isn't Fallout. I don't want to be a scavenger. Which again, this would also point towards more grinding. If you had to farm monsters for drops. No armor. Some of these settings are interesting. Reduced experience from easy fights. You only get half the normal number of experience points for beating baddies weaker than yourself. Or sometimes the game just says, get out of here. You get none. Now, this would be interesting to me if you also got more experience by fighting certain monsters. So, I don't think I'm gonna do it. All enemies are super strong. Not gonna be playing hard mode. Shy pox. Uncontrollable embarrassment will plague you on every step of your adventure. There's no telling when this crippling affliction might flare up next. So I'm not entirely sure what that one is. I'm gonna assume that it is a status element in battle. Which probably means your character misses turns. Does anybody know what Shy Pox is? Hello, Blade Skull. Hello, Aurelius. No side quest? That would be really weird. There's no way that's it. You're silly, Blade. The whole point of Dragon Quest is story and side questing. Who would cut out half of the game? We're not doing any of those, as tempting as it is. I've never played this before, so let's just have fun with it. I definitely prefer a darker look as well. I don't know how dark that is to some of you, but I want the cave back there to definitely look like it's fading into shadow. Get some ambience in here. Are we happy to proceed with this brightness setting? Of course we are. When I make a decision, I stick with it, damn it. Adventure log successfully created. This is on Steam. It released today. I shouldn't be playing this. I should be doing Grandia or something. This will probably be kind of a short stream because of it. This is reminding me a lot of Dragon Quest Heroes.
Oh. Storms are coming. Oh, I better go. Oh, no.
It's a Disney-looking castle.
This child, he is the one?
There's the mark. There's no mistaking it.
Is that cute baby Plump? I mean Gohan? What verse is that in, Mechanical? I seem to remember that story being told differently. What denomination are you?
Huh? Oh my.
Hello, Carl.
What heavens are you doing here? And after that awful storm, too. However did you survive? You're a jolly one. What's this? Oh, you poor thing. Come here. Come here. Oh, there's no need to be frightened anymore. You're safe now, little fellow.
We're even wearing the hero orange color. That's how you know we're destined to be the great legendary hero. Anytime Akira, pretty sure that's his name, Akira Toriyama. It's been a long time since I've seen it, whatever. Pretty sure he does the art for this, and orange is definitely a hero's color. Or, for instance, Chrono Trigger. This game makes me wish that they would just, like, give Chrono Trigger to the Dragon Quest team.
Thanks so much, you're a lifesaver.
Am I? It's just a handkerchief. Pretty sure.
Trust me to lose my headscarf just before the big ceremony.
The headscarf ceremony?
So it's finally here, the big day. I can't believe we're going to be climbing all the way up there. Looks like Sandy's keen to lead the way.
Gotta get used to it, Bruce. This is a staple of the Dragon Quest series. Here's the thing. Even if it's a bad accent, embrace the cheese. It'll make the experience a lot more enjoyable.
Come on, best not keep her waiting.
Okay, fine. And despite the fact that we can all joke that all of his character designs look the same from Dragon Ball to Chrono Trigger to Dragon Quest, at least he has a distinct style. Oh god, can I actually control the camera up and down? I need to run around for a minute and get the hang of my controls. I can sprint, which is a slow turning move. Hold on there, young plump. Where do you think you're off to? You haven't been up the Tor yet, have you? It's back the other way. As you well know, I don't want to see you again till you've climbed it. Because if her accent is bad and cheesy, then by golly, I don't know how you're gonna set through all of my reading. The path gets pretty steep up on the Tor, so be sure to watch your footing. But don't let that make you stick to the beaten track. Little detours are where you find all the fun stuff. Auto run? What? Is this an MMO? I need to do something, if I'm not mistaken. I actually don't have anything, okay. I got the pre-order edition, obviously, which comes with some items. I want to throw them away when I get them. I don't want the card that heals me or replenishes MP. The only item I might keep is the one that summons rare monsters, just so we don't have to grind out for them. And we also have Dragon Quest VIII clothing, which honestly is not that big of a increase in defense. Not that much difference anyways. So, since I did Dragon Quest VIII like 8 months ago, let's bring the spirit of Plump back. I really wonder where that would be. Whatever. The symbols on the side of the Tor represent the spirit of the land, you know. The spirit has always watched over the people of Cobblestone. The coming-of-age ceremony is one of the ways we show our gratitude for its protection. So, it's time for you to head up the Tor, I hear. Mind you don't slip. It's a long way down. Oh, don't worry. Plump would never let me fall. Ah, what would you do without him? Well, Plump, you heard the lady. Make sure she comes to no harm. Okay, you guys are just gonna talk about this big old Zora Magdaros rock-looking thing that we're about ready to climb? It's a Zora turd. It's been petrified. We've all been through it, you know. We've all climbed to the top of the Tor. Why, I remember it like it was yesterday. But I can't tell you what I found up there. No, that's something you'll just have to find out for yourselves. By golly. Mind how you go, you hear? Wait a second. So she's got an exclamation mark above her head and a little tiny dialogue box? I feel like that means something special, but I don't know what yet. You know the mayor and your mother are wanting to see you off at the top of the steps, don't you? Don't keep them waiting, dear. Oh, and remember, if you're ever in need of some advice or you're stuck for what to do, have a chat with folks with pretty pink speech bubbles above their heads like me. Why, I was just reading your mind, Plump. Just press X and look at the map. You can't miss us. Okay. This is a lot fancier than the Dragon Quest VIII map. Good lord. This game already has me feeling like I'm playing an MMO. Got objectives. Fancy labels. What type of technological leap is this? You know, I'm not sure I've ever seen the two of you apart. And to think you're all grown up already. It's that wedding bells I hear. Grandma, honestly. Oh, let an old woman have her fun, will you? Now, Plump, you look after my lovely granddaughter, you hear? Hey, Forlac. What's going on? Think there's anything hidden in the starting area? Can I shake a tree? Can I draw my sword? That fucking jump, I was not expecting that. His one leg is just a go-go gadget pogo boot. I'm gonna play the whole game like this now. I wish I was grown up like you. I can't wait to climb the Tor.
Plump, seeing you and my dear Gemma all set for your big day makes me proud as anything, both as mayor and as a grandfather. You're not kids anymore, you know. No, you're grown up now, and that means going to the Tor and offering your thanks. Now, it's time you were on your way. Head up to the top and give praise to the spirit of the land. Then come back down and tell us how you like the view. Oh, and if you're ever unsure what to do next, try pressing Y and selecting Party Talk. Gemma might have some useful tips for you.
Party Talk, I had completely forgotten about that.
Just look at you, Plump. My little boy, all grown up. Now, be sure to look after Gemma, you hear? To think, you've been inseparable since you were tiny, and here you are, about to climb the Tor together. Oh, and if you ever lose your way, just follow Sandy. That dog's got more sense than any of us. Off you go now, dear. I know the two of you will be just fine. And I'll make sure there's a delicious supper waiting for you when you get back.
Hello, Goldeneye. So are we gonna have a pet dog for this entire journey? Hello, Father. Father Beardlington, with a flux capacitor on his chest. He's really flaunting his mastery of basically time and space. When we die, Father Beardlington comes to save us. He's the one who ensures that we remain the true hero.
The path ahead will at times be a steep one, but fear not, my children, for the spirit of the land shall watch over you. May your climb teach you how truly blessed we are to live among such beautiful surroundings. We will pray for your safe return.
And you know, I haven't asked yet, but how's the quality of the stream? I'm streaming at a much higher bitrate than I've ever been able to attain. And quite frankly, I don't know what it's gonna look like. I'm kind of excited about it. See you later, Blade.
Core, just look at that view. It's beautiful, isn't it? Whenever you find somewhere with lovely scenery like this, you should take the time to stop and bask in the wonder of nature. It always does me the power of good.
Is that right? My pogo straight over the edge.
Oh, dearie me. Where can that boy have got to this time? I just hope he hasn't decided to go up the Tor on his own. No, he wouldn't be that stupid, huh? It'd be the death of me.
Are we gonna get another friend on the way? Mechanical, why do you hate her? It's so mean.
Humble folk of Cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home. That's how it goes, isn't it?
I guess so. To be honest, I've never really studied.
My granddad's been teaching me the prayer ever since I was little. He reckons the spirit of the land really does live on Cobblestone Tor, you see.
Okay.
As long as I can remember, he's been preparing me for this day. The day it would finally be my turn to climb all the way up there and offer my thanks. I just wonder whose idea it was in the first place, sending the village's young folk on such a dangerous errand.
Idea.
What if I take a tumble and do myself a mischief?
I'm pretty sure I complained about that very accent in Dragon Quest VIII whenever in that playthrough. Whose idea? I'm curious. Is it a British accent mixed with a southerner from America? Because I've heard, like, I live in a pretty backwoodsy area, and I swear I've heard people pronounce it idea before.
Well, not to worry.
I have to know.
Since you and me were born on the same day, I'm lucky enough to have a bodyguard along for the journey.
Oh, I'm a bodyguard now, huh?
Come on then. That craggy old thing won't climb its... Oh.
Oh no.
Ah! Monsters! They're coming this way.
At least you didn't say, like, monsters. They're just slimes. Apparently, somehow... oh, cool. I can move around. Tactics? It is a southern thing. Same thing as... They don't say creek, they say crick. So, I'm gonna guess while I'm in attack mode, maybe I have a limited amount of time to move around?
Don't give up.
Good job, boy! Or maybe I can move around whenever I want? Does that even matter? Maybe there'll be certain techniques and abilities I can use in a line or in an X or something. Oh man. Treasure chest drops from the sky. We get a medicinal herb.
Crikey, I wasn't expecting that. I know they were only little, but I'd have been done for if you and Sandy hadn't been here to help me.
It was mostly me. Let's be honest here. Sandy's a good dog.
And now we've got to go through that horrible dingy cave. Just our luck. I'll bet you anything that's where those awful things came from. Well, as long as you're with me, I've got nothing to worry about. Come on, let's get going.
I don't know why that sounded like a complete change in voice actress to me right there. I feel like they added that line 6 months after they already sent her home. So what do we got here? Humble folk of Cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home. Blessed are we since days of yore. Let it be so forevermore. Okay. Hello, hidden treasure chest, I found thee. You cannot open them from the backside, apparently. Pot lid. Is that right? 2 extra defense, and we actually get a chance to block things. Look at that. It even has a pattern on it that was probably made by slugs crawling around on the ground, slithering up onto it. Okay. Boing, boing. Cobblestone Village and Cobblestone Tor. I saw you, butterfly. The fact I can't crush you up and snort you to gain your power kinda breaks my heart. Party talk!
Chat, do you?
I can't believe there are monsters on the tour. And on our big day, too. It's a little bit worrying, but we have to push on. At least I've got you as a bodyguard, Plump. Okay. Kinda neat. Eventually, as we gain party members, they'll all stand around there and we can select them. That sound effect. That is the only thing I heard about this game before I bought it. Unlike Dragon Quest VIII, it does not have an actual orchestral soundtrack. It's all MIDI. Even the sound effects, apparently. Just fine by me, because it does give it a little bit of an old school feeling. And MIDI music can still be good. Go figure. Interesting place. Fireflies, don't fall. Unless you're just showing off there. Okay, whenever I adjusted the gamma, it definitely made it dark. I approve. Even though, looking at my stream, looking at OBS, it doesn't look like it changed a damn thing. It did that with Vampire the Masquerade, too. Plump finds a medicinal herb, really? All this way for a medicinal herb. You have anything new to say while we're in here?
It's just a thought, but...
I can't believe there are monsters on the tour. And on our big day, too. It's a little bit worrying, but we have to push on. At least
that's the same damn thing. I think I blocked it out of my mind the first time I read it. It is on a different monitor. They're the exact same model, and I could have swore I have their gamma settings the same. I don't know.
More monsters! But I don't think they've spotted you yet. You should sneak up and try to surprise them.
So, if we get close enough to a monster, a small orange arrow will appear. Press A, and we'll give them a weighty wallop. Cool. I like interactive, combat things like this. Did I succeed? Probably swung too soon. Oh wait, so I flee by running to the blue line. Okay. Apparently there is no time limit. So if I want to do screenshots, I can get myself in a totally awesome position for my move. I want to take a selfie. Upload it to Dragon Book. Gotta get the perfect angle.
Tough
The
little
slime,
fighters,
like,
aren't they?
squinting as he gets cut in twain. Kind of disappointed that I can't actually crouch. I don't feel stealthy unless I can crouch. Am I gonna stream the whole game, Carl? Probably. I still haven't decided if I want to do this as a stream game all the way through, or if I just want to screw around for a bit and then, like, record it strictly for YouTube later on. That was not how you do it.
Crikey!
That was rude.
Get him! Crumbs!
I was kind of hoping that you would be able to heal me, you know. You're almost as useful as Pokey, Gemma. I guess the good thing is, at least she's not laughing at us.
Phew.
Behind our back. The slimes are defeated. Well, have you never had a Puff Puff, GoldenEye? I heard that's another thing people were getting basically salty about. Puff Puff.
Crikey!
Bunch of weenies. Gemma worriedly watches the battle,
Crikey!
not bothering to lift a hand and better
Don't
her own
give up.
combat skills. Never mind. I will take a cheering squad that uses
Tough
herbs
little
on me.
blighters, aren't they? I'm so proud of you!
That's some serious echo. Serious reverb. So, those are the stats that went up. Magical Mending. Magical Might. No, this game does have Puff Puff. That's why the reviewers and stuff were crying. Like little babies. Deafness? Going to assume that's dexterity? I'm glad to see that this has a charm stat. I know that 7 on the 3DS had, like, God, what was it, beauty? And there were, like, beauty competitions and stuff. I'm curious if this is a similar thing. We learned Frizz. A Dragon Quest without Puff Puff would not be much of a Dragon Quest. I'm not saying Puff Puff defines Dragon Quest, but it's important to have it. One way or another. You know, it's tempting to use Frizz just to see it in action. She does say crumbs. I thought you guys were just messing around.
Phew.
She's saying all we're getting is crumbs? A slime drop? A gooey gumdrop shaped like a lovely little slime. Cannot be bought. Oh man. That means farming for materials, actually. Which I'm not sure if I'm excited about or not. As long as it's not an alchemy pot.
Tough little blighters, aren't they?
It takes like 10 to 30 minutes to boil an item into existence. Wait, you're an enemy? I saw those little puffs on your head and thought you were some type of clown. The Needler.
Crikey!
Yes, honk. I should have known since they weren't orange.
Phew.
Creepy little things. Okay, I've actually got to change this. If I even can, there we go. Like, is that making, how light is that for you guys? I know it's gonna be different for everybody because of your gamma or whatever. I just want to make sure it doesn't look as bright as daytime in here. Sorry, dog, I'm not following you yet. I have a feeling there might be something else around here. A good view, maybe? Like, what does that look like to you down there? That looks like stairs of some type. This is definitely a ancient ruin of some type. If the writing on the walls didn't give it away yet. Hello, blue sparkly thing. Amateur itemologist. Awarded for collecting 10 different types of items. Well, I mean, I've only found medicinal herbs. And slime drops. Counts the cheating items that respond with me at the start. I already feel dirty. I've ruined the legit game experience with my bonuses.
Tough little blighters, aren't they?
Not really. Not even sure they hit me. Lamb's wool. I'm liking this less and less.
Look at all this fog. Is this normal, do you think?
Probably not. If I had to guess.
Help me!
The monsters I don't think are normal at all.
Cole?
Oh dear.
Quick! You have to help him!
It's the poor bowl cut kid.
It's not fog at all. It's more monsters.
You're 2 months early for Halloween, jerk. some smogs. Okay. Crumbs. It makes no sense, but it is hilarious. I'm gonna need you to throw a lot of herb at me, Gemma.
Crikey! Don't give up!
I'm curious if you could actually die. No, really, you'll doom us all. And my MP? Holy crap. You've gotta die or something. You're just way too useful to keep around. Plump receives 40 experience points.
Well done!
Thank you, Gemma. It was hard work. 20 charm. You have to put a lot of work into that.
I'm sorry, Gemma. I
Gemma?
only came up here because I thought it'd be funny to jump out and surprise you.
Just take a good, long, hard look. Even the dog is surprised.
But then those monsters appeared.
Yeah, and we killed him.
What in the world is going on? I never heard anything about monsters appearing on the tour before. But never mind that now. Whatever were you thinking? You could have been killed. You take Sandy and get back to the village this instant.
Yes, Gemma. Sorry, Gemma.
You know you're not supposed to be out of your cage. Get back there or you're gonna get the spoon.
You saved my bacon again. I knew you were tough, but crikey, you really have grown into quite the hero.
Well, I happen to really love bacon. There's not a whole lot it doesn't go with, Gemma.
Not far to the top now.
This looks like the hardest part.
Typical. It would have to go and start raining, wouldn't it? Come on, let's get a move on.
Okay. Do I have to climb straight up here? Because that's what it looked like. It was a nice casual stroll through Monster City on the way here. Just these vines to climb and you'll nearly be there. Don't go losing your grip. Don't go losing your grip in the rain. It's totally easy to climb a rope in the rain. Don't worry about it. Is he doing proper rope climbing technique? I don't see him stepping on it. Maybe that works though. I was always taught if you had to climb a tall, like a long rope like that, just step on it with one of your feet and then push up with another one. Some weird technique. This way to the top, watch your step. I like to shimmy. Shadow of the Colossus vibes. Not much further now. Keep close to the cliffs and don't let the nerves get the better of you. If I had a stamina bar, I would be a little bit more afraid. But our nerves are made of steel. Nerves are made of hero steel.
Here we are at last.
And there's nothing that can get in our way.
It's such a shame about the weather. I was really looking forward to that view. Well, we better say the prayer and get this ceremony over with, eh?
Okay.
What?
sounded like a phoenix. I know, because I've seen a lot of phoenixes in my life.
Help! Help me! Help! Help!
You can't die this early. It's totally nar, bro. That's some overpowered cheating right there.
We're alive.
1 second. So, for those of you who don't know and aren't in my Discord, I had to tear my computer apart before the stream and rebuild it because it's getting weird on me, is all I can say. And one of the cables was bumping against the video card fan, and I just now heard it. Oh well.
But how? That great big flash of lightning. It was almost like you made it happen.
Yeah, it's because I totally did. Did you not see? My hand, like, was glowing. It still is. My hand of power, babe.
Look! The mark on your hand! Huh? Oh, it stopped. Well, we can worry about that later.
It stopped.
All I know is that you saved me yet again. I don't know what I'd do without you. Now, we really had better be finishing up this ceremony. Humble folk of Cobblestone, great land spirits, hearth and home, lift your voices up in prayer, sing it across all our drear. Blessed are we since days of yore, let it be so forevermore. Wow! Look!
This rock we're on is a lot bigger than it looked when they first showed it to us. That is one hell of a view. I would climb up there for that view.
It just goes on and on and on. Whoever dreamed up this ceremony must have had this in mind. They wanted to show us how huge our world really is.
You think they caused the fog, though? Like, maybe when we came up here, they all just started vaping at the same time? Turn on some fog machine?
Well, that's it. It's all over, and now we're grown-ups. Should we head down and tell Grandad and everyone?
I didn't know it was gonna be so easy.
They'll all be waiting for us at the bottom.
Okay. Wow. That is a pretty good view. Imagine if this was an open world game where we could just run. If you see it in the distance, you can go there. Forget that. I would uninstall it. A piece of pink pine. By golly. I got a piece of pink pine while I was up here turning into an adult. I got something to show for it. Oh, the game kindly takes us all the way down there. You were the best dog. Good, Sandy.
Thanks for bringing Cole back safely, Sandy. Good girl. I knew you could do it.
You know what?
Oh dear.
Thank you, Plump. I really thought we were done for there. I don't know what I'd have done without you. It's all very worrying, isn't it? The monsters, the lightning. We'd better get back to Cobblestone. Maybe Granddad knows what's going on.
Oh, you poor kid. You poor, poor thing. I don't know why I want to continue to run around.
My Cole told me everything. He told me how you fought off those horrible foggy monsters. I don't know how to thank you. And you and Gemma aren't hurt either. Oh, that's such a relief.
Well, the main thing is that everyone's alright. You can never be too careful with monsters around. We owe you one, Plump. And Gemma and Sandy, too. What about you, little bowl cut?
I'm sorry, Gemma. I thought it would be funny to jump out and surprise you. I'm an idiot. I'll never do it again, I promise.
Because you're gonna be dead next time, kid. Plumpin' one's not gonna be there to save you.
That lightning was terrifying. Were you lot alright up there? I'm ever so sorry you poor things had to go through such an awful ordeal.
It's actually kinda fun. So, you did it. You've been to the top of the Tor. Well, you'd better let the mayor know. Everyone will be desperate to hear how you got on up there. Don't keep them waiting, will you? Yeah, I know, that should be their response, Raid. Like, we're an adult now, you can tell us the secret. You don't gotta keep pretending. We know you guys all set this up and we were just supposed to overcome it. When the lightning struck the Tor, I must confess that I feared for your safety. But it seems that you escape unharmed. Truly, we must give thanks to the spirit of the land who watches over us all. You can give thanks to my sword, and to Sandy, and to Gemma's delicious herbs.
Yay, you're back. Your mom said to tell you she's gone home to make your tea.
You got the best mother in the world.
That lightning was so scary. The sky flashed and there was this big bang. Boom! Big bang, bada boom!
See you later, Mechanical. Wait, I've got to explore over there.
We're back safe and sound, Grandad.
Indeed you are, my dear. Thank the spirits for that. When we saw lightning striking up there, we got a little worried, I have to tell you.
Now, we explain what happened on top of the Tor.
Well, I never. Sounds like it's nothing short of a miracle that you made it back in one piece.
Really?
Well, there's no doubt about it. The spirit of the land was watching over you.
What would have happened if it wasn't watching over us? I don't even see any of you with weapons around here. Plump is the only one with a sword so far.
Now tell me, my dear, how was the view from the top?
It was wonderful. I saw the sea stretch into the horizon and the sunlight playing on the water and... Oh, I've never seen anything like it in my life.
You're true Cobblestonians now. Only we have the pleasure of looking out over the world of Erdrea in such breathtaking fashion, you know. You're still young, and the day may yet come when you decide to leave Cobblestone behind. I hope our little ceremony has opened your eyes to a little of what may await you out there. Now, it's high time we were heading back.
I'm sure your mother is eager to hear how things went, young man. Don't keep poor Amber in suspense.
Also, the only thing I saw out there looked like desolate mountainsides and ocean as far as the eye could see. I don't know why we'd ever want to leave Cobblestone. We're gonna stay here forever. It's peaceful, it's quaint.
Come on, you. Home time.
Okay. The higher your deafness, the more likely you'll be to surprise your enemy. I wanted to read the rest of that, but I guess I don't get a chance to. See, look at this cozy little village. It even has a freaking waterfall. Coming of age. We put this achievement in just so we could see who got past the tutorial before quitting and giving up completely. So, the ceremony's all done. Well, congratulations. Now, don't tell me you've forgotten where you live in all the excitement. Just follow the paving stones. You'll soon find your way back. Oh, but you must be tired to be forgetting that. You should head home and put your feet up. I think I will. Instead of just running around exploring everything. Which we will probably have plenty of time for. Oh, if it isn't young Plump. Make sure you're nice to Gemma, you hear? She's a keeper, that one. Not this again. Oh, just look at your face. You've gone all red. Oh, to be young again. Tee-hee, we were just talking about you and Gemma. What's that? What were we saying? Oh, nothing. You know, if this game had farming, Realtor, I totally would. I was really hoping we would hop on that horse. Have mounts in this game. Look at my lovely horse. He's the loveliest horse in the whole village. Is he also the only horse in the whole village? As I say, I'm not going to run around. I go off the path I'm supposed to follow. I start wanting to explore everything. It's hard to break habits. I'd love to visit Heliodor one day. They say there's always something going on there. Apparently it's always bustling with people, and the shops are full of all kinds of lovely things. Not like boring old Cobblestone. Are we called Cobblestone because there's a cobblestone path that runs through our town? Boing, boing, boing. Okay, so my home is over there. This, I'm gonna save it. People of Cobblestone, we must give thanks to for our blessings every day. Come and say a prayer of gratitude at the church. No loading? Truly in the future. It's all thanks to the spirit of the land, you know. You coming back from the tour safe and sound, and the village being so peaceful for so long. I think this would be the perfect time for you to offer up a prayer of thanks, don't you? I do too, to Father Beardlington, the congregation of the Flux Capacitor. Let's see, divination. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm not entirely sure if you can even see how much experience you need to level up in these games, unless you come to the church. It's kind of a pain sometimes. Resurrection. Purification for curing poison. Benediction if you're cursed, being dumb, putting on cursed armor. That I will try not to do. Kinda looks like Rev, I could see that. Where's the bottle of Popov in his hand? Are we gonna have communion? Father Rev, I must know. All freaking barrels! Antidotal herbs. My favorite thing to destroy in the whole world. Listen here, Dragon Quest. If I can't read books from bookshelves, I don't even know what the point of playing you is. Being completely honest. Interesting slowdown in there. I'm not entirely sure if it's the game or if it's just my computer not being able to handle this. Medicinal herb. Everybody loves a bit of medicinal herb.
Well, well, if it isn't Cobblestone's newest grown-ups. Were you looking for the mayor? Well, he's at home at the moment. Listen, I probably shouldn't be saying this, but he's been worried sick about you, Gemma. Well, it's only natural, I suppose. He is your granddad, after all.
It's true. A message from the mayor. Ferocious monsters are at large outside the village. You must go out into the wild, make sure you're prepared. With sharp swords and plenty of medicinal herbs. Are you Cole? Yep.
Thanks for clobbering those stupid monsters. When I grow up, I'm gonna be big and tough just like you.
You did well, both of you. You're not children anymore, you're grown-ups. Welcome to the club. Where is my grown-up membership card? I guess I should go up here, where the beautiful sun is, maybe? Or maybe I should learn how to read a map. It's always an option. Not something I'm gonna do. It's there. Can I fold the laundry? Can I dig up the dead bodies from the creepy backyard? Apparently no. I can kick all the pumpkins around. Like a superhero just charging through them. Those were the flimsiest, lightest, junkiest pumpkins of all time. Stonewall chickens. If I could pull my sword out, I would totally try to attack them. Hello, Sandy.
Oh!
Hello, Mom.
Here's my little soldier. Well, not so little anymore. I've heard all about your big adventure. Look at you, all grown up.
Word travels quick, apparently.
I hope he wasn't too much of a bother, Gemma dear.
Of course not. Quite the opposite, in fact. You would have been proud of him.
Probably also a little bit terrified that we summoned lightning from the sky.
We got attacked by a monster at the top of the tor, and I ended up hanging onto the edge of the cliff by my fingertips. I thought I was done for. But you'll never guess what happened next. That mark on his hand suddenly lit up, and a bolt of lightning hit the monster.
What did you say?
Are you making up stories, lass?
That funny little mark? Lightning flying about the place? Goodness me.
Meal's deal.
Here I was hoping he'd turn out nice and ordinary, but it seems his grandfather was right all along. Well, I've been putting this off for long enough now. You and me need to have a little talk.
Do we have to?
Here. This belongs to you.
A little bit late for that talk, isn't it? We're grown-ups now. Oh. I see.
Your grandfather asked me to give you it once you'd come of age and climbed the Tor.
Fancy that.
The truth is, there's something I've been keeping a secret all these years. Something I've never told another soul in the village. It's... how can I put this now? Well, he said you're the reincarnation of the luminary.
The what?
What?
Oh, don't ask me what the old fool meant, dear. I haven't got the foggiest. All I know is that your grandfather said you had a special destiny, and that there was something you had to do.
Okay, well, I mean, we all already knew that.
He said that when you came of age, you were to head north to the capital, up there in Heliodor, and show that necklace thingy to the king. He seemed to think that if you did that, all would become clear. Clear as mud, I shouldn't wonder. Anyway, the long and short of it is that if you want to find out what this is all about, you'll have to leave Cobblestone and head over to Heliodor.
But I just got done saying I wanted to stay in Cobblestone forever. Not go on adventures. There's a horse out there. It looked like I saw some farmland while we were up at the top of the Tor. Be a rancher. Have a little fruit orchard, maybe?
Well, I can't stop you leaving, I'm sure, but you won't be marching on an empty stomach. Come on, dinner.
It'll be the last happy dinner we ever have. Reincarnation of the luminary? Lump tries his hardest to sleep. He's too confused by everything he's learned. Way too excited about his coming trip. Eventually, one day, decides to wake up. Wait, can I smash any of these? Don't worry, Mom, I'm just looking for some barrels to break. You know that's how I have to wake up every single morning. Some people need their coffee. Some people need their tea. I need barrels and pots to smash. 10 gold coins! Totally not worth it. Game, you're supposed to give me a mini medal already. I've broken like 4 things. You don't get a mini medal within the first 10, then the game is rigged. Wait a second. Sorry, Mom. Don't look, just turn your back. A medicinal herb. We weren't supposed to see this. Having trouble sleeping, are we? Well, it's no surprise after all the excitement today. And your big news. Whenever I have trouble nodding off, I like to go for a little walk. Have a little puff-puff on the old medicinal herb. The night air always does me a power of good. Is that right? What's the night sky look like? Pretty nice. Blocks of devil birds flying around. Late night bone vultures. I say bone buzzards. I don't think that's it goes better because it's 2 B's, but I don't think it sounds better. Where the hell am I even running to? What am I running from? I cannot break into houses. The door is locked tight. It's the Night Creeper. The Night Creeper of Cobblestone. On his final evening, looking for adventure with any lady of the town who dares leave her door open. It's the tradition of Cobblestone. Oh, maybe I was supposed to look for you.
Oh, can't sleep either, eh?
Oh, yeah, that's completely what it was, Gemma. I couldn't sleep.
You remember this tree, don't you? I got my scarf stuck in it all those years ago. There I was, crying like mad, and there you were, running round trying to help me get it down.
I guess you always did have a problem keeping that scarf on your head.
Some things never change, eh? You know, I always imagined we'd spend our whole lives right here in Cobblestone. That's why I was so surprised by what your mum said today. All that stuff about you being the luminary, that reincarnation thing.
Neither of us know what the luminary is, though.
I remember the story my granddad told me.
About Lavos? Crimson Star?
Once upon a time, long, long ago, the world was terrorized by a horrible monster. But then, the luminary appeared and saved the day.
Oh. Okay.
When it was all over, the luminary turned into a star. And he's been watching over us from up in the heavens ever since. That's his star, right there. How can you be the luminary too? I just don't get it. I know. That's what you're going to Heliodor to find out. I understand, really I do. Listen, we should both be getting back. Everyone will be wondering where we've got to.
But why? Why would they wonder? We're adults now.
Goodbye, old friend.
You're an adult now. You need to make an executive decision to go with me. Hint, hint.
Exhausted after his long day, Plump finally falls into a restless slumber. Then morning comes.
Well, just look at you. You don't scrub up too bad, you know. Only wish your grandfather were here to see you. You won't forget him, will you? He was a fine, upstanding man, the pride of the village. You could do worse than try to be like him.
Excuse me, Forlac. We do not look the same. Our fanny pack is better.
Well, however you turn out, I'm sure you'll find a way to overcome whatever lies ahead. Mom?
Sorry, Mom.
Oh, by the way, I've popped a little money I'd saved for a rainy day in your pack. Don't spend it all at once.
Oh, wonderful.
Why don't you visit the village shop before you head off to Heliodor? You'll need some supplies for your big adventure.
Mom just gave us our college fund.
But don't take too long. The whole village is turning out to wave you off.
Really? Mom, you didn't tell him I'm the luminary, did you? So embarrassing. Oh my god. A set of plain clothes. In case you get tired of being the hero. Dragon Quest 8. Let's refrain from calling it a satchel. We all know what it is. Satchel just makes it sound fancy. I can jump in, cool. I'm gonna make this world my bitch! I'm Plump the Luminary! Can't climb vines like that. Good enough. I'm trying to sneak out of town, by the way, so that people can't hear me, like, can't wave me goodbye. Did I lower my mic volume? No. I did not. It's probably my computer breaking anyway. I can just see it being like, okay, now just drop the volume by 10% or something. Hello, sir. I heard all about it from your mother. She said there's an important journey you have to make. And you just a youngster. I can crank my volume up, I guess. I can try. I need, like... I don't know. All new hardware, apparently. I think within the next 6 months, I'm gonna order and replace a bunch of stuff. I've got a hard drive in my computer that's like 13 years old right now. I just need to let go, quit hanging on. How's this? I can't actually make my mic any louder, so I had to turn the game volume down. I don't know what the delay is. How about now? Can you hear me now? Maybe my voice volume is even continuing to drop as I talk. Oh man, I love technology. I love this hobby. It's so fun. I love when nothing goes right. Okay, before I head off, make sure you visit the shop. You know where it is. Once you've stocked up, head up to the village entrance to the north. I'll be waiting to see you off. Right down here. I'm curious, why isn't the town just giving me items for free? I'm the luminary, guys. You all believe it, don't you? Can I break these barrels? No. Jump up on them, apparently. I'm curious. Like, how high can I climb in these places? How many jumping puzzles is this game going to have? So, you're leaving good old Cobblestone, are you? Well, make sure you've got all the essentials. I'm gonna try my hardest. Cypress stick? No. Even though I bet you that this is used in some type of crafting. A bandana and wayfarer's clothes, okay. Hard-wearing Hessian attire favored by those who spend loads of time on the roads. Tempting. It's one more defense, which could be substantial. Also possible that it's not substantial at all. Is this really your selection? There's a single ally of poison. I think I'm gonna buy 4 of those. I'm not gonna spend all my money here. Put that in the bag. Put it in the bag. 4 more of these. You know what, I should probably do a little bit of inventory here. Get my stuff all where it needs to be. Actually, timeout. Can I sell this stuff? No, I didn't think I'd be able to. I can sell my plain clothes. I'll get rid of them. No big loss. Lamb's wool sells for 160 gold. Wow. Rarity of sea. The rarest item we have. Like I say, I don't know how I feel about that. As much as I like grinding, I tend to hate grinding whenever I'm streaming or recording. I like making progress and getting things done. You know what? Where's Gemma? I don't see her up there. Sandy, is Gemma here? I need in to see her.
What's the matter, girl? Is someone there? I'm sorry. I don't want to speak to anyone right now. Could you come back in a bit?
No, I can't come back in a bit because I'm actually going to be gone. I'm coming through the window.
Your last chance to say goodbye before I go save the world.
I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow this house down. Another medicinal herb. Emma really likes hiding her herbs all over the place. Oh, the window's even open. Hello, treasure chest. A cypress stick. Grand. I see you over there. What are you doing? Do I not have a first-person mode in this? I do not. It looks like she's sewing something. She's sewing something for us? Bye. Bye, it was nice knowing you. I don't know much about fighting, but I've heard that the best way to get big and strong is to wall up lots of monsters and build up your experience. But if you realize you've picked a fight with a monster that's tougher than you, there's no shame in running away. No one's gonna think you're a coward. Oh, this is it. My little soldier's really leaving. You might not be back for a while. I hope you said all your goodbyes. So, ready? Yes. Well, off you go then.
One day you're just a little boy, the next you're getting ready to leave us. I only wish your grandfather could see what a fine young man you've become.
I know, I always wonder what happened to him.
To think, it's been so many years already since old Chalky found you floating I mean, since he brought you to Cobblestone.
I heard that, old man. You better finish that sentence.
We never thought there was anything out of the ordinary about you. And now suddenly there's all this talk of luminaries of all things.
So, I've got a strange tattoo on my hand, and I arrived floating down a river. And you never thought there was anything out of the ordinary? Am I that average and boring?
You know who the luminary was, of course. A legendary hero who saved the world from a terrible darkness. We're supposed to believe that you're him reincarnated? Ha! I don't doubt old Chalky, of course, but it is a little hard to swallow, I must say. Oh, when you meet the King of Heliodor, put in a good word for old Cobblestone, won't you, eh?
Of course I will.
If he finds out this is the village where the luminary was raised, there might be something in it for us, if you catch my drift.
I don't. Completely oblivious.
Oh, you are terrible. Trust you to be thinking about what you can get out of it.
Oh, no, I'm only joking, of course. The very thought. Anyway, where was I?
Oh, the mayor getting kickbacks? That would never happen.
Ah, yes. Now, the fate that awaits you may well be one beyond anything we simple country folk can imagine. But you must allow us to offer what little assistance we can. Take this map of Erdrea with you. May it prove useful in finding your way.
Okay. I do have to say, if any of them happen to believe we're the luminary, giving us a map as our only going away present is kind of sad. I want a cool hat like the mayor's, dang it. That'd be a better going away gift. And a horse? I take it back. Is that mine?
May this magnificent steed, the pride of Cobblestone, lighten your burden and speed you on your way.
Okay. My bitching was for nothing. They just gave us a brand new car!
You'll find Heliodor easily enough. Just head north out of the village and follow your nose.
This whole being an adult thing in this village is awesome.
Oh, you travel safely now. Oh, you're such a good boy.
The taxes on a horse?
Such a good boy. You make us proud out there, won't you? And come back safe.
That would translate to 16 apples. Oh, come on. I wanted them. I was gonna sit here and see how long they said goodbye for. I was hoping it would loop indefinitely.
Wait!
I'm gonna make them say goodbye to me for 30 minutes, because I'm the luminary. I want them to remember this.
Here, take this with you. I made it for you.
You get Gemma's charm.
It'll keep you safe. I heard there are lots of monsters where you're going. Be sure to keep it close, won't you?
Of course I will. Perfect.
I don't know what's in store for you out there, but wherever you go and whoever you meet, don't forget us, will you?
I still don't know why we're not asking her to go with us. We're both adults. We've grown up together. Let's go on an adventure together.
Take care, and remember, we'll be waiting for you.
And she might not have been much of a fighter, but dang it, she was really useful in combat regardless. Exactly. She's the herb maiden. Those tips go by so quick. Need a horse? Nay, bother. Horses are an incredibly convenient way to cover large amounts of ground. Sometimes, can't take them everywhere. A ring on one of the many summoning bells will soon bring your faithful friend galloping back to your side. Perfect. I know some of you are liking that view right now. And I want you to know, you should be ashamed of yourselves. I want you to take a nice long look in the mirror when you leave this stream tonight. Curious if I can talk to you on a horse. Ah, Plump, there you are. The mayor asked me to teach you a thing or two about horses. And maps too, for that matter. Now, you see this bell here? Well, if you give her a ring, a fine steed will gallop up out of nowhere. And just like that. It's good to remember if your feet are getting sore. And what if you're lost as well as tired? Easy. Just pull out your map, you dumb idiot. We've already taught you this. I'm sure all of this is written in the list of traveler's tips in your pack there. But you can't go over these things too often. That right? Oh my god, it's got a turbocharge. Got a supercharger built into it. Okay, so can't fit you through here. I don't even know if I want to take a horse with me, honestly. I'm like really partial to just slowly exploring. Sticking my nose in, well, every corner and ruin that I come across. I wanted to say nook and cranny, but that just didn't sound right. Mushrooms! Beautiful ones, too. Gotcha with a backstab. It cannot jump from what I saw. Maybe it auto jumps or something if it needs to. We're gonna farm these guys for the next 3 hours. Did you really just heal? Good, you healed the wrong one. Every flapping. What was that Justin Roiland song? Something flaps? God, I can't even remember what it's called. My Jimmy flaps or something? terry flaps. My terry folds. Well, you don't look too friendly. Okay, you're not. A stark raven appears. I'm gonna cut that skull right out of your talons. I want that as a crafting ingredient. And if it doesn't drop a skull, a flurry feather. I want to make a skull mask. Hello, slimes. I see you. The enemies ambushed me? What nonsense is this? I even slashed them in the back first. You know what? I'm not playing around here. That's one Tindy that we've just cooked. That's gonna be lunch. I need to check and see if this has menu location memorization, so I can just spam A and not have to actually pay attention. Because paying attention is hard. And I don't want to do anything hard, really. Come on. Oh yeah, that charm. I guess I should see if I could equip that raid. No resilience gain. 3 charm, okay. So that would go... Yeah. Good call. A sweet, simple, good luck gift into which Gemma has poured her heart and soul. Chance of being beguiled reduced by 30%, and chance of being cursed reduced by 30%. That is pretty nice. Okay. Equip it. And we shall never remove it from that spot. So that we can honor Gemma's memory. Where are you slimes going? They were actually running away. Okay. We're so powerful. I wouldn't go through here if I were you. The monsters up that way will make mincemeat of you. If it's Heliodor you're trying to get to, you need to head north anyway. I was actually wanting to check the satchel right there. It's hanging and it looks like a bag. Raid, see if there's a mod that will adjust the rarity of that to its proper level. Would you please? I don't care if it's just a simple interface change. Can you jump, horsey? Wait a second, what? I didn't see any monsters there. I was also kind of expecting more from our horse jump. More than we got. Where's this go? Ah, setting off on your big adventure, are you, Plump? You'll be wanting to go north. Well, no, actually. Wait! You don't want to be going anywhere near the Mangle Grove. The freaking Mangle Grove. The monsters in there will have your guts for garters. Okay. I guess up in the top left it does say path to Mangle Grove. Excuse me, I don't want to run into you again. I lied when I said we were going to farm them for 3 hours. Some of you would probably really enjoy it if I did. But we've got story to discover. Oh, freak, it's a Draki. Run for your life. Turbo. My nose tells me that something is around here. I know Raid thinks we should just follow the map, but he's probably right, and we don't want to give him the satisfaction constantly being right. Horse, can I whistle and get you to follow me? Like, just a little bit? Oh, I do have first-person view. I don't know why that button click didn't work earlier. Okay. What I really need now is a pair of binoculars. Dang it. We've got a creepy kidnapper up there. I don't like his face. In a beautiful castle. You know what? I don't even want to use the horse, guys. Really don't want to. I'm gonna do this old-fashioned JRPG style. No mounts. It's already too streamlined as it is. Pickle monster. Yeah, I was thinking of King Jellybean. Whenever I see them, you know, I'm curious what they're like. That's disgusting. That's disturbing more than anything. Well, thank you for trying, Raid. You are a true luminary. There's a lot out there, but you're a true one. That was a cute death. Poor thing ended up stabbing himself. Kind of a brutal way to go, honestly. X, come on. Bunnycorn. Yeah, whoever comes up with the monster names in the Dragon Quest series has more fun than people should be allowed to have at a job. If I'm not mistaken, in Dragon Quest VIII in the Abbot's library, it was like an entire story that I felt like was written just about the various puns and stuff and the people who make them for Dragon Quest. All in an in-game lore type way. Oh, hold on a second!
Oh, what have we here? I know a budding adventurer when I see one. It can be risky heading into the great outdoors if you aren't familiar with the basics of survival, you know. Well, fear not, because that's where I come in.
Really? I don't believe you.
See the remains of that fire over there? Well, when you spy one of those, it means you can set up camp and rest your weary bones.
Oh, that's cool.
To settle down for the night, just go up to the fire and examine it. You'll soon be enjoying a well-earned break. What's that? You're worried about being attacked by monsters while you sleep? Oh, ye of little faith. That statue over there is chock full of holy powers that'll keep the beasties at bay for as long as you need.
So, if I hooked up like a wagon to my horse and just pulled that around, I would never be assaulted by monsters? Is that what you're telling me? Because I'm totally gonna steal that thing tonight. Also, its symbol down at the bottom of its robes there looks just a little bit different.
And that's not all. You can pray to it to be cured of poison and all kinds of other things. Think of it as a mini church.
That is really incredibly powerful.
Anyway, enough of my yammering. Why don't you take a closer look at all this camping kit for yourself?
Okay.
You'll need to get used to what campsites look like and how to find them. After all, you'll be relying on them whenever you're out in the wilderness. It's like my old dad always said, keen campers can continue on where others can't. Well, that's all from me. If you have any camping-related queries, feel free to ask. I'm here all the time. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
That right. Got a Monster Hunter vibe from this. Where's my freaking helper? A strange voice echoes from afar. All wayward sheep shall find a welcome here. How may I help you? I'm gonna save it, of course. Save it every chance I get. And if I was on YouTube, this is where I would probably end the video. Plan to continue our adventure? Yes. For a little bit longer. I'm probably only going to stream for like another 30 minutes or so. May the forces of benevolence be with you. I hope to see you again soon. Creepy freaking statue? Don't talk to me like that. Oh my. A well. I was hoping this game would have wells. Heliodor region well. This is another staple of Dragon Quest games. I don't know when Dragon Quest started adding these, but usually you'll find wells in like every town, village, hermit house you run across. Some strong medicine. Sometimes they'll have nothing in them. Sometimes they will have many medals. Sometimes they will actually be portals inside of a monster. You never know. It's true. Most of them don't have water. I'm not ready to run out there yet. Where's this camp? I need to get my Pelico to cook me some dinner real quick. I see it over there, but I want to check inside the house first. I'm not completely blind because there's vases to break. A small scale. Hey, what's up, Death? Thanks for the host. It's gone pretty good so far. I'm not surprised that I like the game, of course. There's a place to make a campfire here. Settle in? Sure. Okay, so even from here, you can ask the statue to save it and stuff. Let's rest. Wait a second, is that a... I think that's 2 people back there. Oh, cool, and I can rest until specific times. Let's rest until nighttime. I was curious if this game had a day-night cycle, and I'm glad to see that it does. Oh, how was Graveyard Keeper? I've heard so many mixed things about that game. I think I'm just going to avoid it. Hey, I recognize those things right there from the intro. I'm curious. I can't swing my sword. Why have you forsaken me, combat? So maybe those things don't count or classify as enemies? No, it's still turn-based. You can like run around But there's no point to it as far as I can tell. It's just something cool, I guess. And I'm glad that it's not action-based. Dragon Quest has always done its own thing very well. And I wish, like, an action RPG like Star Ocean. I wish Star Ocean in particular would up the quality of their releases. I swear, except for Dragon Quest, it seems like Square doesn't know how to make an RPG anymore. They just give no Fs. Yeah, I've never actually played Dragon Quest Heroes, but I believe I watched, I think it was Sleepy Joe. I think I watched him play it. Might have not been him. If I liked Dynasty Warriors type games, I'd probably be into it. The only time I really like those games is when I'm playing them with a friend. Look, I'm getting down there one way or another game. I see something shiny, and even though it's probably not important, I want it. Got the Emerald Coast all the way over there that I'm not even gonna bother with. Probably should have healed up. A toady! It's a toady, just one of them, a toady one. Final Fantasy XII is one of those games where I don't know how I feel about it. I dislike most of the story, but damn, the combat and the abilities grid is just so satisfying. I want it to make up for how I feel about the rest of it. A precious necklace handed to our hero by his mum the night he set out on an adventure. I heard you, frogs, and you actually worried me. Why does 12 make you sad? Because of what it could have been? If they didn't add Van to it? Or Vaughn? A jug of fresh water. If I find flour... discover that this game also has cooking. I don't know. I can't remember much about 8 or 9. Might have looked like the one in 9, because I remember the one in 9, I think he had a tail too, or something. Did Van have a tail, or am I just imagining that now? Cotton Top. I want to say Vaughn had a tail just because it seems fitting for his character, but maybe he didn't. I'm now to the point where I just want to, like, I can feel myself falling asleep. And it's not because of the game, it's just because I'm so tired. I'm entering the perfect zombie state for exploring, and you know what? I was gonna attack one of those moles, but fuck it. In every other Dragon Quest game, they can do critical hits or raise their tension level and completely ruin your life. Yeah, I've read the apparently backstory to 12 and to why they even added him. From what I was reading, 12 was originally supposed to be an MMO. And then they scrapped it for some reason. But I do know they added Van much, much later into development. There was a... yeah, I'll see if I can find that, like, thing I read about it and post it in my Discord after this. If somebody can remind me, or just go Google it and see if I'm pulling stuff out of my ass. Always a possibility. I do that quite frequently. I need more freaking sparklies. I was expecting to find them... I was expecting to find them all over the place. What even are you? We got the Lampling and the Fright Bulb. Probably should have used Frizz on these. X, why don't you play Disgaea? That's an incredibly fun grinding RPG. And 5. Oh wow, 5 damage. Speaking of 5, Disgaea 5 comes out sometime in October, I think. Am I gonna die? Be the perfect way to end the video, admittedly. The end of the stream. So they've got 9 hit points. It's good to know. We definitely dodge out of the way. You've got no power over me now, Fright Bulb. I've seen your moves, and I am left wanting. 24 experience. It's actually worth my time. I did not see you there, okay. Aren't you the world's cutest Pokemon? Yes, you are. I wonder what you would evolve into. Don't play Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, I thought that was going to be a whole bunch of them. 14 has its moments. A Chimera Wing? You don't say. A piece of pink pine. Another pink pine. Hello, Wacho. Wacho Man. Okay, so we saw that this leads down to Emerald Coast, which we're not taking. I'm not interested in attempting to go someplace that I'm probably going to be told just to turn myself around at. Is it dead? Or does its spirit live on through the other ones? Like some type of hive mind. Your nickname is older than some of my viewers. I wish Final Fantasy would go back to having a world map and an airship. That was one of the things that disappointed me most about 12. Because I didn't really play 10. And I had heard that 12 had an airship, and they talk about airships from the very beginning. Vaughn wants to be a sky pirate. He wants to take to the air. And then there's no real airship or world map. That was when the last of my hope for the Final Fantasy series completely died. Have you come far? Well, you're safe now. Heliodor awaits. Once you're in the city, you can find a nice inn and rest up. Lucky old you. I'll just have to stand out here and watch these cute little monsters just dance around about
Oh, 25, 30 feet. Right outside the city gates. They're guaranteed to kill any merchants that try to come through.
Yeah, it's good to be in Heliodor.
This is the largest city in all of Adria. You know that, right? You should head downtown for a look at the livelier side of life here if you get the chance. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
The higher your deafness, yes, that's right. And the easier it is to flee. They're not whores, Death. They're bunny girls. Get it right. They've got a job stone. I worked very hard for that.
So very busy. If I stand up here, I can see folks walking down below. Sometimes they see me and smile, and we have a little bit of a moment. I'm such a voyeur.
Oh my goodness. I see barrels everywhere. A new city means exciting new equipment to buy. So if it's your first time in town, be sure to pay us a visit. Your friendly neighborhood armorer is right by the fountain. Is that so? I like the detail.
Girl, is that all that's left over? Like a piece of chicken leg?
Are you eating food up there as a statue? Very cool. Are you the same thing? No. I like that. That's a lot of good detail.
I haven't seen you around here before. You're here to see the king, you say? Well, you won't find him around here. You'd better head up to the castle. Go straight up this road, climb the steps, keep going, and Bob's your uncle. Just remember that they shut the gates as soon as the sun goes down. Even the king needs his sleep, you know. You're best off heading there bright and early.
Well, you know, it was nighttime whenever I entered this town. Good lord, there's a lot of people.
What lovely flowers.
Hello, cat. You don't want any scratches? Fine. I didn't want to give you scratches. You demand ray tracing in your JRPGs. Shame Ini no Kuni 2 looked like garbage. I was kind of excited about it. 37 gold coins. And then I saw Sleepy Joe play it and I said, no longer excited. A moonwort bulb. Also a little arrow pops up over things I can break, and that kinda makes me sad. That means I don't have to go around just mashing the A button.
Books! I'm not let completely down after all.
There's a book called A Brief History of Heliodor. Plump takes it from the shelf and has a close look. Situated atop rocky cliffs, Heliodor was never blessed with fertile soil or bounteous rains. Farmers could never reap a plentiful harvest from its earth, which all agreed was barren. But one day, in search of a land to call their own, two brothers came to these unwelcoming wilds and began a daring attempt to reclaim them from nature. Many sneered at their seeming folly. Their seeming folly. But the brothers paid them no heed and toiled on. A ground irrigation system soon saw the soil brought to life, and their first yield of crops exceeded all expectations. Their deeds united the farming families around them, and a new, united realm soon sprang up from the transformed land. with the two brothers as its kings. Thus was born the nation of Heliodor.
Cool. I like finding out backstory about the world I'm going to be spending a ton of time in. Makes it feel more welcoming. More lively. 5 gold coins? I see you. Now, you have to admit that was a good idea, right? There is a door up there. You are so insanely familiar. Have I seen you somewhere before? Were you ever a knight? Got my eye on you. Okay, where are those stairs at? If I was a door that led out to a treasure chest, I would be this door. It's locked. Oh, I can't jump on top of the door. Okay, I think I actually have to make this jump if I want that chest. Even though, fuck it, I probably don't. I'm gonna spend a bunch of time trying to do something the wrong way. Just because that I'll convince myself it's the right way. And just make things much harder. They have to be. If I could find a way on top of this. Gotta double jump? Oh, I have to get the double jump medallion. Oh, I see. I thought I needed to get the rocket jump medallion.
I came here looking for some excitement, but there's nothing going on. Maybe I should stick to the main drag rather than loitering in back alleys.
You got any skooma for sale, kid? You haven't seen any cat people around here, have you? What is this? Hello, ladder. Where is this possibly gonna take me? Oh my goodness.
I'm absolutely convinced there's treasure down this chimney, but I can't stand dark places. I'm too scared to go down and have a look.
Really? What are you? Why do you keep showing up everywhere? Why were you in the intro cutscene basically burning everything down? Okay. Is that spoopy? Look at it. See? You guys just aren't paying attention. Have you heard the accents? Do you know where we are? It's not a ghost. It's a potato. Look at the shape. Those are the little eye stalks out the sides. It's getting ready to grow. A seed of deftness. Wait, I can actually scale my way back out of a chimney. Okay. There's a scrap of paper hidden in between 2 books. Plump takes it from the shelf and has a closer look. There's nothing I love more than the longing looks of those slum dwellers who pass beneath my balcony and gawk at my treasure chest with their hungry eyes. The envy of the unwashed masses is well founded, for the chest holds my greatest treasures, and I rest easy in the knowledge that it remains completely inaccessible. just as I did yesterday and today. Tomorrow I shall bask in the covetous glance of the rats scurrying below. What a jerk. I'm glad that we're gonna be stealing his treasure. A gold bracer. No, wait, don't auto run. That seems like it should be useful. Yeah. Yeah. I like those stats. An armband of the purest precious metal that makes the distinct improvement on the wearer's defense. Put it on. Auto-equip offensive. Whatever. I was gonna laugh if that door auto-locked. Though there's nothing else in here. Nope. Okay. Just creepy ghosts. I mean, potatoes. Those are all the souls for the potatoes that died in the famine so long ago.
Here's my idea of a perfect evening. Work out. Feel the burn.
Eat till you're fit to burst. That actually hurt my voice. I need some tea. The Yukon Jack is no longer doing it for me.
And then go for a nice long walk. If you're gonna travel the world, you're gonna run into monsters. And that means you need to get ripped. Do it! Little punk. One of my legs is as big as you are.
Playing this on the PC. It is released on Steam now. And I've been waiting quite a long time. I was hoping, and it was hinted at, that Dragon Quest X, I think, or 11, the MMO, was going to be coming to the States, and then they never... I never heard anything about it again. So I ended up just waiting for this game. I love Dragon Quest. One of the few series that I've been playing since I was a wee lad. You gotta remember, Dragon Quest 1 was like one of the first NES games I ever played. Back when it was called Dragon Warrior. And all I'm gonna say is fuck that game. You know how long it took me to find the location that was hidden around the outside edge of a town? Does that seem familiar? Has that ever happened in any other playlist that I've ever done? No, never happened. Hello, Pots. You're exactly what I was looking for. Apparently not. Where are my many medals at? The fact I have not found one is distressing me somewhat. You know, wait a second. Info. I don't see a section for mini medals here. You got various accolades. Don't care about yet. The accolades we have earned are completely pointless freebies. The story so far. Plump has returned home, having proven himself in this ceremony atop Cobblestone Tor, only to be told by his mother Amber that he's the reincarnation of the legendary Luminary. The day has come that he must leave the comfort of Cobblestone to head out and to face his destiny. After a tearful goodbye with all his friends and family, he takes his leave at last and sets out northward, the storied city of Heliodor. Cool. So, this is the way I should be going. Actually, yeah, I'll save it. We'll see the king. I was really thinking about ending the stream. Wait a second. I don't feel I can end it until we see the king, though.
Welcome, my child. A church is a haven in life's storm. I can highly recommend prayer and quiet reflection from time to time.
Okay. Maybe I will take that advice. All of the Zeldas you even played, like the crappy ones where you had to have like 4 players to get maximum fun out of it? Can't even remember what those ones were called. I feel like they had some like that.
Hear my prayer. Make this little jerk disappear. I pray my prayers are heard on high.
Oh, let's save it. Goblin King. Damn it. Good reference right there. Yeah, I plan to continue. So, on that statue we saw, this probably doesn't mean anything, but I'm going to point it out anyways. On the statue we saw, it had this symbol on its robes. However, the Father McClose-Shavington, does not have that circle part on any of his clothing or symbols. I'm curious if that is important at all. Somebody had to make that design choice. The question is why.
You might want to go climbing around on the roofs one of these days. There's a ladder in an alleyway over to the west that'll get you up there.
Yeah. My husband's so clever.
Listen to the latest clever thing my darling husband said. Just because something might seem useless, that doesn't mean it really is. Keep hold of everything you find, just in case.
No, I'm just blurring all your words together. Put it so close together to Hitman, it looks like you said you played all of them. It better not be alchemy again. The alchemy pot was the worst thing about 8 because of how long it actually took to make anything.
I've just found out you can tell what houses you can go in by the red lines on the map. Who knew? It's amazing the things you can learn from books and that, eh?
That right. Aha, if I zoom in, I can actually see the red doors. It's a nice little detail. I like this game more and more.
I just love music.
Check it out, yeah?
Baby, you're the one. This tune's a banger. It's gonna make all the panties drop. This traveling salesman told me he's never seen so many monsters. Roaming all over the place they are. What is the world coming to? Oh, by the way, if you see a white speech bubble like the one above the fellow in front of me's head, it just means that person doesn't have anything else to say right now. Maybe they will later, though.
A quest!
Feeling even more like an MMO. Why? Amelia's stuck on the roof. She won't come down. Someone help me. You have to help me.
The girl wants us to rescue Amelia from the perilous rooftops above. I get 1 kitty litter.
Oh, thank you so much. You're so nice.
Plump accepts Amelia's in a pickle.
Cool, it's enough to break your heart, it is. According to this poor nipper, her friend Amelia's gone and got stuck on the roof. You can get out on the rooftops from the item shop, but I can't leave her here bawling to go and get it, can I? Oh, what a pickle.
Okay. I just need to break into the item shop. Don't mind me, sir. I'm just here to do a closet inspection. And of course, I know there's got to be one somewhere. I'm here to do a barrel inspection. Apparently I'm gonna have to see your barrel license, sir. You have barrels back here that I can't break. Here we go. Never mind.
Your license is perfectly valid. Want to smash them anyways, though. Just because I can.
You're having fun pretending to clean the glass? Be a mime, maybe? It's okay. He runs an item shop. He's got a license for that herb.
6 gold coins.
Amelia, you're a ghost. You're not Amelia. A mini medal. Now I can end the stream. Plump gratefully pockets the mini medal. What is life without mini medals? Come here, you cat. Meow. The cat's paw seems to be stuck in a hole on the roof. Do you want to help it? Of course. We gently remove the cat's paw. Thankfully, it's not a required collectible quest, and I'm not the type of person who will freak out if I don't get all of them. You helped the little girl's cat. Go tell her the good news. I just consider it to be a bonus, depending on the items we get. Geronimo! Listen here, you little punk. You better have a reward for me.
You did it. You got Amelia off the roof. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here, take this.
Bag of kitty litter.
If you got up on that roof, you can get onto others. You can probably even climb down chimneys like Santa.
The girl's face lit up as soon as we told her that we'd managed to rescue Amelia. They're both delighted. That's so. Okay. Another quest? We might not get to see the king, honestly. I don't know how... The thing is, I don't know how long these quests are going to stick around. And I don't want to advance the story and then lose out on them. Because I want those rewards, if possible. I came all the way to Heliodor with just one goal in mind. To catch a glimpse of 2 of the greatest heroes in all of history. Sir Jasper and Sir Hendrik. The only problem is that they won't let me into the castle. Can you believe it? Well, if I'm not going to get to meet them in person, I suppose I'll have to bide my time by reading up on them instead. You know, if you wanted to earn my eternal gratitude, you could help me find a book about the exploits of these 2 fabulous knights. He wants us to search for a certain book. We will get a Dracilian shilling. I know there's a book about my 2 favorite knights just sitting on a bookshelf somewhere in the world. Somewhere in the city, I mean. Take the east side. Oh, man. I gotta check something. Quest catalog. 26 pages of quests. Oh wait, no there's not. There's only 5 pages of quests. My bad. I'd say 26 pages is a lot. There's a man near our house who seems to be in need of assistance. Why don't we try talking to him and seeing what's up? Okay, so maybe we can't miss the quest. It'll wait for us. I don't know. That's kind of what I'm thinking too, Death. If that first one hasn't failed out yet, then I should be safe. Maybe. Hopefully. How big are these houses? How big are you, ma'am? Busy, busy, busy. We got a lot of stuff to dust in here, instead of plain clothes. Even though I can assume you're not busy dusting them, you've probably got... housekeeper for that, judging by the look of this place. I think the walls are actually real gold foil. Barrel inspection time! Why, this barrel is simply too weak. And that barrel was simply too empty. Those barrels were entirely unacceptable, ma'am. We'll be back in 6 weeks to check again.
I love doggies. Woofity woofity.
Okay, so that's the house I can't open. Heliodor Royal Square. King Carnelian is surely the wisest of the rulers. His influence spreads far and wide. In fact, it would be no exaggeration at all to call him the king of the world. Would you believe it? Well, hello there.
The water's so still and beautiful. It feels like it's drawing me in.
I could go for a swim. I mean, no, we can't. We've got Gemma. It's only been like a day. Already Plump's forgetting. Taken in by the noble beauties here. Do none of you have accessible side rooms? There's a book called The Lurid Allure of the Dingy Dungeons. Plump takes it from the shelf and has a closer look. Far below the basements and storerooms of Heliodor Castle, deep within its very bowels, lie the dungeons that house the most heinous and hardened criminals in the kingdom. Many who have been locked away in these cold, dank cells have not lived to see the outside world ever again. Those whose crimes are deemed truly unforgivable are thrown into the deepest cells of all, from which it is said to be all but impossible to escape. Death sentence in all but name. Speaking of the abyss, take care to stay on the right side of the law, dear reader, lest you too be locked up and the key thrown away forever. Well, isn't that wonderful? Who wants to take a bet that we're gonna be thrown in there simply because we've got this mark on our hand, and those dudes are not gonna be happy to see me, maybe? I don't really know. Oh my, you look bored.
You see that big swanky house over there? Well, it belongs to some rich and slightly vulgar stranger. He just turned up one day, bought the land and had it built. A showy blighter.
That's so. Well then, wait. There's a small note on the door. Plump takes a closer look. One is currently indisposed. Shan't be long. Shan't be long. I'm going to assume that is his name. And not how he was talking. From henceforth, he will be known as Shan't Be Long, or SBL, short. Simply divine. Ho 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 ho! I'm so happy I can't stop laughing. My wife's the best cook in the whole world. Really? Looks kind of good. Wouldn't mind some of that. I don't know what dessert that is, but it might be dairy based. I'll take some of that. Some of that. I like this whole meal. Shame I can't actually partake. Is there anybody out along this whole walkway? Aha! Thought you could hide from me, treasure chest. But I've got eyes like a hawk. A seed of sorcery. So, I believe that gives us skill points I can use. But I don't think I've actually done anything with. Permanently increases magic might. No, okay. I'm thinking of seed of skill. So, pretty much what I do in these games is give my main character every single seed except for the MP seeds. Like the seed of sorcery. Problem is, I've been burned in a lot of past Dragon Quest games by giving seeds of stats and skills to characters that end up just leaving permanently. At least we know, most likely, unless the game gets really tricky, that Lump isn't going anywhere. And if he does, it's probably pretty cataclysmic. And yes, it does feel like we can barely jump over anything. Like, this would be a perfect spot for us to be able to jump over. Nope. I'm gonna get to the point eventually where I just stop trying to jump over things. Can't jump in any other ones, so... Neat feature, but... in towns, at least. And underwhelming. Wow, look at this! I wonder how much it's worth. If I sold it, I bet I'd never have to work again. You see this two-headed eagle? It's a symbol of Heliodor. It's on their flag as well. That's so. It's got a nice jewel in its chest. I don't know if it's actually glowing or if that's just a reflection of the sun. Hello, guards. I'm totally not a brigand. Dressed like this.
Halt! Not so fast.
Who talks to me with a mustache as ugly as yours, sir?
State your business.
Here to murder... I'm here to see the king. Got a trinket that I have to show him. And I'm also the luminary. What?
Here, shake my hand, mate. That's the funniest one I've heard all week.
Oh, you don't believe I'm the luminary?
Clear off, will ya? We haven't got time for this kind of nonsense.
Don't make me call a lightning bolt down on your asses.
Oh, yeah.
What's that? You want to show that pendant to the king, you say?
Yes, and it's totally not a magical grenade.
Do you mind waiting here a minute?
Okay.
Huh? Ever so sorry for that little misunderstanding. Please, go right on through. His Majesty's waiting for you.
That right. Told you I was the luminary. Well, that's what I'm waiting for, Death. I'm waiting for the twist. Which is... I shouldn't be, but I can't help it. You must be the luminary. It is truly an honor. Are you having a laugh? Are you having a laugh at me? Welcome to Heliodor Castle. How long we have waited to meet the luminary. Turns out they are actually all monsters in disguise. Hello, ma'am. Did you know I'm the luminary and not him?
The world can be such a cruel place. Who would have thought that a beautiful kingdom could be wiped out just like that? Curse those monsters. Well, at least we have Sir Hendrik. With the hero of Heliodor to protect us, we won't be going the same way as Dundrasil anytime soon. As they are so done.
To think. It's been so many years since Dundrasil was attacked by that terrible horde of monsters. King Carnelian was lucky to make it out alive, you know. And his daughter, the princess, well, she wasn't so lucky. So that would have been the town that we saw in the intro cutscene, maybe? Pottery inspection. These ones needed stronger glaze to hold them together. This tree has been here since before I was born. It's simply magnificent. It requires no care, but retains its noble form entirely naturally.
You must be the luminary. You've created quite a stir, you know. It's nice to be able to meet you in person, though.
Just doing my rounds. Saying hello to all of my adoring fans. And, I'm gonna need somebody to uncover this well. I'm also a certified well inspector. That's how you sharpen a broom, Carl. I am afraid I cannot allow you to proceed any further. Okay, fine. You do know I'm the luminary, though, right? I'll go where I damn well please. His Majesty is waiting for you. To get to the throne room, head up these stairs and go on. Okay. I don't know if I needed a bubble to tell me that, but whatever.
Hey, listen!
Training with Sir Hendrik is exhausting. I'm just taking a little breather. I need to read this guy's journal. Nothing? Yay! We're stealing the supplies from the soldiers here. That way when battle comes, they're not prepared at all. Where are our healing supplies? This is horrible. We're being torn apart by monsters. It was that damn vase inspector who came through. He broke them all and took all of our herbs. I knew there was something weird about him. Well, I would get 2 more defense. I would lose 2 MP. Which would be 1 cast of Frizz. And I would no longer look like Sir Plump from Dragon Quest VIII. So until I get a better upgrade than that, I'm not wearing that. Oh, it's the Luminary. Very nice to meet you. I'm a bit busy with my reading at the moment, though. Could we speak later, maybe? I don't have time for the Luminary. Ever since you arrived in the castle, there's been a curious tension in the air. Not quite put my finger on it. This is where I would, like, zoom the camera in on Plump. Did he say tension?
Greetings and welcome.
I guess I better check these rooms, too. Just for completeness. Guest chambers. We have traveled for days for an audience with the King of Heliodor. And now we are told he is a more important guest. The impertinence! Who could it be?
It can surely only be another king. Who else would outrank one such as I? We are nobles of the most blue-blooded stock, and yet we've been told that we must wait for an audience with the king. Doesn't he know that... I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that one. There's a book called King Carnelian Behind the Throne. Plump takes it from the shelf and has a closer look. Having seen several generations of his line, I can say with some certainty that King Carnelian is a rare breed of monarch, possessed of all the qualities required in a truly great leader. Both loved and feared by the population, he is like a father to them, kind yet stern, firm yet fair. Not since the days of the great kings of old has our nation been so blessed. He totally did not force us to write this either, under threat of death. Though his face may have grown hard and lined since the terrible events that took place those few short years ago, some say that this has added a certain depth that improves him yet further. To have so resolutely overcome such grief, and yet still led his nation boldly onward, surely a sign that the Carnelian king is a king among kings. King Carnelian, I don't know. I need to find the king so I can end this. It's gone on for far too long. What do we got over here? There's a book called Edrian Geographic. Plump takes it from the shelf and has a closer look. Of the many nations, both large and small, that make up Erdrea, there are 5, the so-called Great Five, the 5 eyes, as a matter of fact, that stand above all others in the eyes of the world. Ancient and honorable Dundrasil, steadfast and stony Heliodor, where the herb flows freely. Gallopolis, with its noble desert knights, and the horses, which is probably where it gets its name from, galloping, whatever. Sniffelheim, with its snow-capped towers, and last but not least, Zwardrust, carpeted in flowers. Totally not an evil town. These 5 nations guide the world, meeting every few years at the great conference known as the Colloquy of Kings, in order to steer the course of Adrian affairs in a direction agreeable to all. We're gonna have to do like a world tour and go find all of these places. Hands off, urchin! Those are gifts for the king. You so much as touch them and you'll be sorry. For a second, I thought that was gonna be Yangus. I am stupendously wealthy, and have brought marvelous gifts for the king. But now I hear that he means to grant an audience to some upstart, and I must wait. Harumph! Harumph diddly-umph. Can't believe it. Wasn't expecting that jump to work. Hello, sir. Sniffelheim and Gallopolis aren't to be messed with. There's no 2 ways about it. Heliodor is the most powerful kingdom in the world. Our army will never allow the monsters to take over, and you can be assured of that. The king's chamber, the late princess's room. Is that as in late night? This is the entrance. I cannot allow you to enter it. And before you ask, no, you're not coming in, but I'm the luminary. I don't like the look of this at all. Why's that guy on the left gotta look so evil?
That will be quite close enough. Welcome to Heliodor Castle, friend.
Heliodor? Heliodor? Whatever. Nice ponytail.
The Jewel of Dundrasil.
That's right.
You are bold indeed to have made your way here alone, Wanderer. I am Carnelian, ruler of Heliodor.
Well, I tried to get my kinda girlfriend to come with me, but apparently she didn't hear a word I said, so I just had to set off on my own.
How long have I waited for this day? And now, finally, we meet. Truly, it is an honor.
We meet in Mortal Kombat.
The fact that you come here proffering the jewel and asking to speak with me personally would suggest that you know something of your true nature.
I pretty much have just been told that I'm the luminary. But yeah, just assume I know everything.
I take it that you also bear the mark?
Of course. Totally not a cheap henna tattoo either.
Yes, the mark of light. Then there is no doubt. You are he.
I like his crown.
Rejoice, dear subjects. The day is upon us at last. The luminary walks among us once more.
But I do gotta say he's giving me a case of the crazy eyes right now. And those black feathers kinda make him look menacing. But whatever. He's probably really a good guy, and we are all just cynical and jaded and expecting him to be bad.
For Rome! For the glory of Caesar!
Tell me, O luminary, where exactly is it that you hail from? I would so very much like to pay tribute to those who took you in and raised you.
No! Wait! He probably is a bad guy. That's way too specific. I don't want to tell him anything. Can we say no?
No, don't tell him, Plump, you dumb fool!
I see. Cobblestone, you say? Jasper, you know of this place?
I do, my liege. A village of provincial nobodies deep in the rocky south.
Deep in the rocky deep south.
Then I take it you know what to do. Do not disappoint me.
What does that mean?
Yes, my liege.
Are they all gonna get cake?
Accursed luminary. I know not what your intent was in coming here alone, but whatever your wicked scheme, know that it shall not succeed.
No, what have we done? I don't have a scheme, I just came to say hi. Some reason.
Hendrik, take this cur, this harbinger of calamity, and cast him into the furthest corner of the dungeon.
I knew we should never have been told about those deep pits. If we hadn't have been told about them, we would have been fine.
Know this. The luminary is the root of all evil and will bring naught but misery to our realm. And why is this? The reason is simple. Just as light is intertwined with darkness, so too is the luminary intertwined with the dread lord of shadows. His coming heralds the resurrection of the Dark One.
Yeah, but doesn't it also herald the death of the Dark One? Kinda goes hand in hand, right? And since I'm already here, kinda means the Dark One's probably already out there, so... just logic it, bro. Come on. Surf's up, dude.
You really think you could fool one as wise as His Majesty? It was your great misfortune to confront one who knows your true nature.
That's so rude.
Men, seize this wretch.
Hey, Gurion. You're just in time to catch the end of the stream. wanted to read that. What does a red circle mean, damn it? I don't know if it's silly. I don't. It could have been done a lot worse. But here's again the problem. We all know something like this is coming. It's part of the hero's journey.
You claim to hail from Cobblestone. Well, before the sun has set 3 times, we shall know the truth.
Or the rooster crows 3 times. Son.
By then, Jasper will have returned from his investigation.
Wait a second. Didn't I deal with this in Grandia too recently? He's not going there to purify things, is he?
If I were you, Darkspawn, I would not expect to live beyond that day.
Yeah, Hendrick's a bit foobar up in the head. A hero in chains, awarded for fulfilling your duty and traveling to Heliodor Castle, only to be damned as the Darkspawn and thrown into the dungeons by King Carnelian. Damned as a Darkspawn. I've got a Dark Souls vibe right now. Fuck this vase. Hey, cut it out. No, I'm the vase inspector, and I hate these vases particularly. Get a grip. Making a racket isn't gonna help you, Rennie. Isn't it? You ever heard of the Vase Inspectors Union? They hear me breaking these vases. They're gonna come get me out of here. You just wait. Did it autosave? I don't know if I trust you guys or not. Sheesh, keep it down, will ya? There goes the neighborhood.
Will you keep it down in there? Most folks they throw in here have the decency to wait a while before going stir crazy.
Yeah, well, I'm not waiting until I'm too weak to move before I find a way out of here.
What are you in for, anyhow? You don't get free bed and board down here without having done something pretty bad.
Not a satchel, Carl. No one's gonna take your fucking fanny pack. Of course we gotta keep it. Embarrassing just to have it.
Wait, did you say the luminary? You're serious?
Yeah, I'm the luminary. Why I'm down here in a dungeon.
You're telling me the luminary has just shown up in the cell next to mine? This is crazy.
And you're crazy for believing me with no proof.
One plate of delicious gruel for the gentleman in the dungeon suite. Come and get it.
Now I am disappointed they have the horrible guard trope with the horrible food. I want to see nice guards at some point. They're just doing their job. They're bringing food to you that's good food. I don't know if being a sarcastic dick about feeding people garbage gruel is having fun with his job. That's just being rude.
The luminary. You're serious?
About as serious as I can be right now. Wearing a satchel, I mean fanny pack. With a bob haircut.
So it's all happening just like the seer said it would. We'd better get out of here.
Some good shadowing right there. We don't even know that he's a murderer yet. Unless you're cheating and posting spoilers. It's not cool. For all we know, this guy could have been a good person too, who got labeled Darkspawn. I don't want to wait here. What's up with you guys and foreheads?
Don't worry, I didn't kill him. But he won't be waking up anytime soon. Things will get pretty hairy up ahead. You'd better take this.
Okay. I'd prefer my own sword, but that'll do.
Oh, and I found this in a corner over there. I guess it's your stuff, right?
You mean like my sword, maybe?
Me? I got this little beauty back, so now I'm pretty much unstoppable. We better get out of here before any more of our tin-headed friends come knocking. Holler when you're ready to move out, okay?
I was gonna say, we've already seen the king as crazy. I understand his reasoning, but he's still crazy. Oh, man. Do I have to follow you the whole way? Do you have anything in here I can steal? The guard is unconscious. Why not just kill the guard? He's gonna wake up and come get you, you know. What? Excuse me?
I spend ages digging this hole, and you just happen to show up the day I finish it? Heck of a coincidence.
Just how the hell long were you down here for, Tim Robbins?
Guess I really was meant to help you out, just like the seer said. Anyway, there'll be time to talk about all that later. In you go.
Do I have to? I don't want to jump in there yet. Aww. I'm gonna try to get into every single one. I see vases in there. I see treasure chests in there. Where did he put the dirt? Good question. Maybe he dumped it in the toilet that's in the corner. I have to assume that it leads somewhere. You want to get caught or something? There's too many gods that way. Stick with me, okay? See, he probably just took the dirt and dumped it in there. Maybe. Go down in the hole? Sure.
The sewers, huh? Well, there must be a way out somewhere. Lead the way. I got your back.
The reflection on his eyes was really cool. I'm not sure if, like, if it was just reflecting the torch there, or if there was something more to his eyes. Where did you go? Wait a second, really? I can't see my companions in first-person view. It's kind of disappointing, honestly. Aw, and I can't light the torches? Doors locked tight. No map for the sewers, of course. It's been... Could you try to keep it down? It's been a decade or more since anybody was down here.
There they are! You lot, over here!
You know what I forgot to do? Make sure all my items are re-equipped.
Huh? Damn it! We better make ourselves scarce.
Maybe if you want to make yourself scarce, you should put the torch out. I don't know, it's just a suggestion in stealth. What do I know? Where do you want to go? This way? Right. Snuff that torch out and follow my lead. Oh, I was hoping I would actually have the, that there would be a mechanic. Have to light the torch and put it out yourself. Son of a gun. Apparently I wasn't quick enough realizing that I was stuck on the box. You bastard. Maybe I should just jump over it instead of trying to follow him. Follow me! I can't follow you. At least not exactly. For I have the power of Pogo in my one leg. It is the one power that separates the luminary from normal human beings, from mortals. However, I don't think I can double jump yet. We already had this discussion. We can get across that bridge. Go on ahead and check it out. If I have to.
These guys don't give up, do they?
No, they're kind of paid not to.
Seriously?
Yeah, I know. What timing, right? Did the seer mention anything about this? And thus the luminary died, crushed under 6,000 tons of granite blocks.
You okay? Looks like we shook the guards, at least.
Thankfully, they had all that armor on and they sank to the bottom. Granted, it was only like 3 feet deep, but...
And that looks like a way out. Maybe our luck's about to change.
I wouldn't get your hope up. Your hopes is up. Tell me, Raidsoft, I don't trust autosaves. I just don't. I will never trust autosaves. I'm going to get myself a real save slot. Okay, I'm going to be ending the stream here, guys. I will probably be streaming more of this tomorrow. After I get a little bit of rest. And wake up at some point in the afternoon. Like always, I'll try to post in my Discord. And thanks for joining me, everyone. Been a blast. So far, I'm liking the game, so this will last for quite a while, I have a feeling. Have a good evening, guys.